Hey, what's up guys? Andy back with Level 1, and today we are reviewing the JBL Live 650 Bluetooth active noise canceling headphones. So just looking at the box right away, like when I first took them out, I feel like this made me a little bit excited because the box itself looks really small, sleek, and cool. And so I expected a lot of the headphone design to be small, sleek, and cool, and they did not disappoint. So first off, right here, active noise canceling, 20 hours of battery life, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, uh, everything ready to go. And yeah, so the headphones definitely did not disappoint style wise. Like, this is a really nice looking pair of headphones. I like the design, I like the matte finish. I love the headband too, like this carbon fiber looking design that they have on the headband, and it's not super thick or heavy. So this doesn't need thick cushioning like some headphones have really thick bands. This is pretty thin, and you can kind of feel on the top like the plastic band right underneath there. But they don't need a lot of cushioning because this is a really light pair of headphones. Like, they don't sit heavy on your head at all. You can wear them for a long time. They're not heavy at all, and they don't pinch too hard. Yeah, and the cushioning is really soft. And you know, active noise canceling headphones tend to have like this really thick leather cushioning because it blocks out sound more. And I am using these in the summertime and I didn't sweat, so they're pretty breathable despite that. So design wise, they look pretty good. They're really cool. They fold into each other. They come with a little carrying bag, and they come in 3 different colors: black, white, and blue. Right here on the right ear cup, you have all the connections. This is on and off switch. You just push it up or down. Like, when you push it up, it'll turn on. It starts blinking white when it's trying to connect. It turns blue when it's connected to Bluetooth. You have your volume buttons, 3.5 millimeter connection, Bluetooth for if you want to connect another device or disconnect the one you have, and then this is to turn on and off the active noise canceling. So all the connections are right there on the right ear cup. It can get a little bit confusing with everything right there because when I have them on, and because it's like all the buttons are on that side, you tend to like move your finger around trying to push around like to find the right button, which at first when you're getting used to the new pair of headphones, it can be a little bit annoying and you'll push the wrong button a few times. Right here is the connector, and yeah, and that's about it, except for this pad right here on the ear. If you touch it, it's touch sensitive. So this is how you actually activate, like I have it connected to Google Assistant, that's how you activate it. So when you touch that pad, the Google Assistant will come on. It'll read your notifications on your phone. It'll read out any text messages to you, and you can just tap it right there and give your Google Assistant any commands. So the Google Assistant is really easy to set up, and you can download the free JBL app and it'll help you set up your Amazon Alexa or anything else. And you can also adjust any EQ settings that you would like to mess with. I'll say coming out of the box, the settings that it already had were pretty optimal. Like, they were pretty good and they work pretty well. Design aside, it does come with the 3.5 millimeter jack. Like a lot of headphones I've seen, you have 3.5 millimeter jack on one side and then that smaller connection on the other side, which, so you're not going to be able to just replace the wire with like a regular standard 3.5 millimeter. I've seen a lot of headphones do this, and you know, USB-C would be nice also, but it's old school. I'm gonna keep it classic. The wire is really long actually. This is a nice sturdy wire. That's one thing that I have to say I loved about these headphones also. The charger itself is, like, the charging wire is really sturdy. It's made out of like a tough rubber and it's not gonna bend or fray, and so is the 3.5 millimeter because it's like made out of the braided material, so it's not gonna fray from bending. Actually, when you bend it, it's pretty stiff. So it's quality. Like, they feel sturdy. Everything that comes with it is sturdy. Even the carrying bag that it comes with is pretty sturdy. Like, I like that the design, even though it has like a few things that, you know, like the buttons all being on one side, as opposed to like they could have done like the touchpad for the Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. Maybe you could have swiped or something to change songs as opposed to the buttons. But it's all with the price point. And I feel like that's a big part of this headphone is the price point. It's only $200. So with a higher model of noise canceling headphones like the Quiet Comforts or the Sonys, you'll get a lot of those features. But because JBL is putting this out, and this is supposed to be like the headphone, I guess, that appeals to the average consumer that needs a good commuter headset, because they're great for a plane, they're great for a train ride or bus ride. The active noise canceling works well enough to drown out all that sound or that constant buzzing of like a train or a plane. So I feel like $200 is a great price point for these headphones, but it's also why you have some of those little details that could be improved upon, but improving upon them would also raise the price. And for the price, this is a great pair of headphones that has things that are improved upon and could be improved upon, even by JBL themselves with higher end models. Again, this is a great pair of headphones. Now, 20 hours of battery life. I'd say I got about a good 17 out of them before I needed to charge them again. And you know, it depends on what volume you're listening to. You could obviously get more out of them with active noise canceling off or wired use. I like that when you plug in the 3.5 millimeter jack, it automatically turns off the Bluetooth, but it'll keep the active noise canceling on. But you also have to be careful about that because it is draining your battery. So if you want to turn them off and just use a wired connection, make sure you turn them off. But when you unplug it, it'll immediately connect right back to Bluetooth. No buttons to press, nothing. I unplugged 3.5 millimeter wire from my PC where I had it connected. It automatically connected to my phone and I could just keep walking. I didn't even have to connect it again. So I felt like that was an amazing feature. This thing has a lot of good features and qualities. And I think the biggest feature about it too is probably its great bass. This thing has amazing bass. JBL definitely makes some good quality audio equipment, and I feel like they're pretty known for having some good bass, and these headphones do not disappoint in that department. So if you're like a bass heavy person and you want that music to really have that thump, you're going to enjoy these headphones a lot. I feel like they did a good job because at high volumes it wasn't distorted, it wasn't too bass heavy that it's distorting the sound, and during the low to mid range I felt like that's where it really shined because it had enough thump, but it didn't make the vocals like duller like some heavy headphones tend to do. Some headphones, when you have that, you know, bass thumping too much, it can definitely mess with like the vocals and stuff like that. So JBL did a really great job on these headphones. They did a really great job, like A+ on the design. I'm a big fan of the design and I'm a fan of the sound. I think it's a quality headset. $200 is a great price point, and it's probably a headphones that you could probably get a good deal on out there also coming soon, you know, with the holidays coming up and stuff. But if you're in the market for like a good pair of headphones with noise canceling that you can take easily on the go, connect it to whatever you want, then I definitely check out these JBL Live 650s because they're comfortable, they have pretty good noise canceling and good sound and everything you want in a quality pair of headphones. If you want to spring for something that's gonna have like all the bells and whistles and the best, then you know they have higher end models for that, but you're going to be paying more for what you get, right? With that being said, I really enjoyed reviewing these and I really enjoyed using them. The active noise canceling works pretty well to drown out sound. With lower end active noise canceling models, you tend to have sometimes like buzzing or hissing, and I feel like you have it with these also, but you could only really hear it if you're like in a really quiet room and you have the noise canceling on. But if you're out and about, there's a lot of noise going on and you turn it on and you're listening to music, you're not gonna hear anything except the music and that strong, nice bass kicking in. Yeah, JBL 650s, check them out. They're definitely worth checking out. I think a lot of people will enjoy these, especially the average listener who's looking for a decent pair of headphones to go about their day, because that's what I use them for, and it was absolutely amazing. JBL 650s. Thanks for watching. Check us out. We have more stuff coming, and thanks.